Welcome back. President Trump is sticking by his push to arm teachers. Listen to the president just yesterday.
It's critical to have armed personnel available at a moment's notice. These are people, teachers in many cases, that are the highest trained that you can get.
He was meeting with members that are part of this commission on school safety. It goes a step further, though, than what they have recommended. That report says schools should work with law enforcement to arm school personnel, not directly teachers.
The report also suggests an Obama-era regulation designed to limit punishing minority students at higher rates. The commission claims that that policy actually makes schools less safe by discouraging schools from punishing students properly. Joining us now is someone who's paid a price for this that none of us can imagine. He's Max Schachter. His 14-year-old son, Alex, was killed in the Parkland shooting. And Max, thank you for taking the time. We as parents shake our heads as we see you and imagine what you've gone through, and just want to thank you for speaking out and spending some time with us.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
So you were in the White House yesterday. You met with President Trump for this rollout. He goes down this path of arming teachers. What did he say to you, and what did you say back?
I think, when the president says that, it's important to keep in mind a set of facts. Most of these mass murderers occur in a matter of minutes. They're over in 4 to 5 minutes. In the Parkland shooting, in a minute and a half, 24 people were shot and killed. In under 4 minutes, all 17 people were dead. And it's happening instantaneously. Law enforcement is not able to get there in time to stop the carnage. This murderer reloaded his gun 5 times. There were 5 times he had an empty gun, where if an armed personnel was armed, they could have stopped and eliminated this threat. The last thing we want is to have a guy with a gun, an AR-15, walking down the hallway intent on murdering your son or daughter. And if this happens, the question is, do you want an armed person there to defend your child and to take him out, eliminate him? Yeah. And unfortunately, we've got 400 million guns in the United States. We've got 11 million AR-15s, and this is the new normal. As sad as it is, I want it to stop, but I wake up every day missing my little boy, and number 2, worried about the next school attack. We know the next mass murder is already out there. We know the next gun is out there. The question is, how are we going to make our schools safe?
Look, there he is, and we will keep his picture on this screen so everyone can look at that smile of your 14-year-old boy that you should never have lost. When you look at the recommendations here, the commission did not recommend any major changes to state or federal gun laws. Encourage states to help support and allow courts to temporarily take guns away from those that are deemed to be a risk to themselves or others. But do you want to see further action on the gun front?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm in favor of gun safety and gun measures to make sure that all children, all teachers are protected. So that's something that we can definitely talk about, but I think this is a good first step. As I travel around the country, I notice that schools do not know what to do to make them safe. They're lost. Schools are based on educating their children, and now they have to be security experts. So I came up with a vision, and that is to create a clearinghouse, to create a repository to house national school safety best practices, to give guidance to schools nationwide. And I am glad that the president put this in the recommendation. This has never been done before, and I think this is going to be a monumental step and the first significant progress we've had in 20 years since Columbine.
Before you go, Max, this is an unbelievably hard time for you. The holidays, of course. We can't understand what it's like to be in your shoes, but tell our viewers what you want them all to remember about your son as we put his image, Alex, back on the screen.
I mean, my little boy was wonderful. He just wanted to play with his friends. He wanted to be with his brother and his big sister and his little sister. And, his mom and I miss him every day. And we wish he was here. But Alex is with me every day when I travel to the White House. I think that we're going to make our children safe. And I think this report is a step in the right direction.